right, Jordan and Sarah, you have
Lovely.
it on.
Thanks so much, John. And yeah, thanks for everyone for attending. We're excited for this. I'm Jordan Cooper. I'm an account manager at WellSaid Labs. I'm joined by my colleague, Sara Weisweaver, who is our operations manager.
Hello.
WellSaid Labs, hey, WellSaid Labs has been, we've been creating state-of-the-art AI voice technology since 2018. We're based in Seattle, Washington. We work in partnership with the Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence. Today, our synthetic voice technology is used by thousands of creatives from all around the world to produce high quality, on-demand audio content. We enable our customers to create on-demand, lifelike synthetic voices via our easy-to-use text-to-speech editor, which you're going to see in action today, as well as our real-time API. So our AI voices have changed the workflows of a lot of these content creators, enabling them to create this dynamic audio content at scale and helping them meet the needs of this constantly evolving digital future. So I know that we had a little bit of a pre-session poll up, but I think Sarah's going to ask that question live about how some of you create voiceover content. Sara?
Yeah, thanks, Jordan. So when you are creating voiceover for your production for a training module, what's one of the top frustrations that you have? So this can be anything that sets you back in terms of your schedule or your budget, maybe a difficulty with collaboration or something with workflow, just any kind of hiccup that interrupts your process that has to do with voiceover. So I'm seeing some comments here in the chat. The touch-up records don't match, or needing to have future edits. I love that. So needing a pickup line, but not being able to source the same voice actor, talent availability within the timeline, background noise. Background noise can be, I know, a big issue too if you're using anyone in-house and you don't have a recording studio by chance in your office. AI can't pronounce the words correctly. Re-recording when editing scripts, having any kind of script changes, coordinating studio time. Fantastic. Thank you. This is a great list.
Absolutely. Those are all very, very common things that we hear. So we're going to highlight some of the ways that we can handle these last minute changes to scripts utilizing AI voices, utilizing WellSaid's voices. So we're going to play out a little bit of a scenario here. I'm a content creator, maybe an instructional designer. Sarah's going to be one of my colleagues, and I'm finishing up this script. We're working on this goal setting module with the team. I'm just going to wrap up the last two clips. Sarah's going to do some listening. We're going to do a little bit of editing and then see where it goes from there. So I'm just wrapping up these last couple of slides and seeing if I can get the sound the way that I want. Let's see how this last one
Third,
sounds.
goals affect persistence.
That's all right. Sarah, how did that sound to you?
It sounded okay. I feel like I would want him to do, yeah, right where you're adding the ellipsis. It sounded a little bit unnatural.
Yeah, a little bit longer pause after third, and then I think I want to get that persistence to sound just a little bit louder in there. So let's listen to that.
Third, goals affect persistence.
Good, I like that. I liked that better as well. And then let's listen to this last
When
one.
team members are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
I kind of want him to like punch up on hard goals, maybe.
Okay, yeah. So it's more hard goals, right? We want to really emphasize that they're not the easiest things to hit.
Yeah,
let's try that.
exactly.
So yeah, I'll throw those quotes around there, see if that gets a little bit more emphasis on hard.
When team members are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
No, I didn't like that. Let's go ahead and put it together, and I think that should be pretty good. We'll get hard goals as one piece. Yep, there we are.
And I love how he makes the content sound really, like he has such a soothing voice.
When team members are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and ditch those. There we are. Sweet, I've got all my final cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and combine these all together so we can have this as one piece for that module. It's a good pause between each file. So perfect. So those are all combined. And then did you want me to go ahead and share that with Allison so that she's able to listen to these as well?
Yeah, but I hate to do this because I know we just finished putting the audio together, but last time I talked to Allison, she had mentioned that some of our stakeholders found that they didn't like team members, that they actually want to change that script to participants.
Oh, okay.
Just for whatever reason, it seems like that seems to be resonating better with our current audience.
Okay, and
So
I think we
I don't know how
only.
easy that'll be to do.
Oh yeah, no, we can get that. We can get that taken care of. I'm pretty sure that team members is only on that last sentence anyway, so that should be a pretty quick ask. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's only in the last one. Perfect. So let's go ahead and swap that out. And you said participants, right, instead of team members?
Yeah, that's right.
Participants. Great. So let's go ahead and see how this sounds.
When participants are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
Sweet.
I like that. And he said participants a little bit cleaner than team members too.
And team members? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, let me, now we'll combine those back together and call this one, let's just call it, participants. Makes sense.
Okay. So is there an easy way that we can send this to her? Like, will we need to download the file and email it to her, or?
No. We can, so let me eliminate that first draft. We've got the final on there. So what I'll do is I'll just share this with her. I'll just send it to her email, and then she'll be able to listen to all those and any changes that we make too. This is live, so she can, each time she comes back, she'll see where we're at with the updates to this as well.
That's fantastic, because actually, I know that we're going to be pushing this module out with Patrick's voice. He's great for our use, for our current user. But I know that there was some talk about maybe adding a second module, same content, but with a female voice, so that people could have the choice of the two. How quick do you think we can get that put together so she can test it out?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's use that last sentence. And what I'll do is we'll just audition this with maybe 3 different voices, and we can listen to this together and see if one of these 3 sounds good. So let's see. Let's listen to it with Ava. So here's Ava.
When participants are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
Okay. And then Ramona's next. Let's listen to Ramona's.
When participants are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
Wow.
Okay. And then let's listen to Sophia as well.
When participants are allowed to control the time they spend on a task, hard goals prolong effort.
You have a preference between those 3?
I think both Ramona and Sophia are good, and they'll probably want to hear both of those. I liked Ava, but for this script, I feel like, giving the softness of Ramona versus the kind of more authoritative sound of Sophia, that'll give them 2 choices to choose from. I'm not really sure which direction they wanted to go with this.
Okay.
But that at least gives them some options to narrow down.
Yeah, sounds good. So let me do this. Let me go ahead and I'm just going to render the whole thing with Sophia, and then I'm also going to render the whole thing with Ramona, and then those will both be on here. And since we already shared that link with Allison, she'll be able to listen to each of those. And if we need to clean anything up later, we can quickly pop in and do that as well.
Awesome.
So
this is great.
I can eliminate those first takes with each one of them as it renders the full script on here. And we should be all good. Was there anything else that we needed to do on this, or should we be good?
You know what? I don't think so. I thought this was going to take us a lot longer, but
yeah. So great. Sophia's is all done, and since this one's all put together, let me just label this goal setting Sophia, and that'll be easy to see. And then once Ramona's pops up, we can go ahead and get that in there as well. Sweet, excellent. Yep, we should be all done. So yeah, we'll pass those along and see which ones they like, and of course, if we need to make any updates to these, we can just get a hold of me and we can quickly do so.
Awesome.
There we go, and that'll be all up. All right, so let's go ahead and pop out of here. So just real quickly, we spent just about 10 minutes or so, maybe even a little bit more or less on running through that process of creating the audio. So as you can see, our platform makes it really easy to make quick changes to the audio. We have 15 commercially available voices. Additionally, we can create custom voice if there's a need from the company, whether that be a regional accent or a language other than English, that can be done. And then that voice is available for your company. So we do have a few minutes left. I think we could probably address a few of the more common questions that we're seeing via the chat. So let me I'll take a peek at this. Yeah, how many voices and actors? I slightly addressed that. We have 15 currently available voice actors that all are American English on our platform. But as I mentioned, we can create voices in just about any language if it's a need for the organization.
And then there was a
cloud-based software. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, a question about more unusual words. So we do have some people that use this for medical e-learning. And, you know, sometimes the AI gets it just right on, like for some reason, like thrombosis, I know it does correctly. We also have live chat support for any pronunciation help, and we'll be here on the back end helping you find any kind of respellings or anything that gets some of those like more, you know, nuanced words correct.
Outstanding. I'm going to bring in our ambassador. Hey, Stella. Stella, you've been curating some other questions in here too. This is some
We're going to look at trying to get them all together here. James asked if you could demonstrate some more unusual words, but you're saying that, so can you train them to do, like make a difference between two words that are common, and does it learn if it is something that you use over and over?
Yeah, so I'll address that in a couple of ways. So when you encounter a word that the AI has a little bit of trouble pronouncing, which more often than not is a word that's borrowed from a language other than English, or perhaps a complex, you know, medical term, typically what you'll have to do is just find a phonetic spelling for that word to get the voice to pronounce it the way that you prefer. Once you do that, though, we have a tool, it's called pronunciation within the platform, that will automatically replace that word with the phonetic spelling you discovered. So once you get it right that first time, if the voice didn't get it right, you find that phonetic spelling that gets the sound you want, you add it to your library, and from that point on in your scripts, that'll automatically be replaced. So you no longer have to make that adjustment.
30 seconds. I think we got time for one more quick question. Stella, what do you got?
How well does it do closed captioning and acronyms?
So closed captioning, we do not have a way to automatically generate those closed captioning files from Studio. And acronyms sometimes can take a little bit of phonetic spelling to get them. It depends on the acronym. So some will be great right out the gate. Some you need just a little bit of work spelling out those letters phonetically. But we have documentation on our Help Center online, as well as myself and some of the other people that provide support to provide some assistance when it comes to those challenging words.
And Jerry Meyer said the same question as I did. Free trial, right? Yes? No?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. Come to our website. Click try for free. Our trial version has all the functionality of our paid version. So you'll be able to see everything that you can do.
Well, let's give some applause for WellSaid in the Joan Rivers style. Ready? Let's do some claps, right? All right. Excellent. That's fantastic. Thank you. All right. Let's bring up